Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon. So, pasensya ha, hindi ako sanay sa afternoon. Anyways, good afternoon everyone, or good morning, good evening, or good day to the rest of the world. So welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. So we are live simultaneously, by the way, on our Facebook page and of course on our YouTube channel. And yours truly, Francois Diaz, your pageant correspondent. So guys, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification. And of course, follow and like our Facebook page for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions to our guests for this afternoon, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. All right, so this episode is once again being brought to us by Celebrity, a celebration of tea of a lifetime. All right, so I truly believe that all of you are very much excited to meet our guest for this afternoon. So, without further ado, guys, our esteemed guest for this afternoon is a Miss Universe Philippines 2021 candidate hailing from the province of Misamis Oriental. She is a bikini Miss Bikini Philippines 2020 first runner-up, Miss Millennial Philippines Misamis Oriental, Miss Kuya Miss 2019, and was Mucha ng Pilipinas Northern Mindanao 2017, and of course became an official candidate and top 10 finalist of Mucha ng Pilipinas. And currently, she is taking up business administration, and she is already on her fourth year. Okay, guys, I truly believe that you have already some hints who our guest is. So let me play this.
Maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. I am Chella Falconer, 21, a model, tourism ambassadress, and a self-supporting business ad student who plans to pursue law in the near future. I'm very driven and passionate towards my goals. People know me as someone sweet and bubbly. One fact about me is that I'm partly German, Irish, American, and Filipina. I love to travel world, go with adventures, and help people in any way I can. Daghang salamat!
So there you are, guys. Please do help me then to welcome our guest with a virtual applause, the pride of MISAMIS Oriental, Chella Grace Falconer. Ayan.
Hi! Maayong udto or maayong gabi, maayong buntag sa inyong tanan.
Yes, good afternoon to you. And of course, good afternoon to all our viewers. Hi, Ma'am Shiroy Cruz, all the way
Mabuhay!
from, yes, Mabuhay, all the way from Papua New Guinea. Hello,
Woo!
grabe.
Ang layo!
Bu- True, ang layo, 'di ba? So if you have any questions, guys, for Chella rather, please
Tama.
don't hesitate to drop your questions down below. We will definitely ask your questions to her. But before that, let's get to know more about Chella. Yan.
Boom!
All right,
Rolls!
Chella. Drum rolls, yes. Wala tayong drum rolls. Bakit wala? Direct, bakit wala? Ayan. And anyways, Sheila, I know that our intro a while ago and including the video is very short to get to know you well. So can you tell
Yes.
us more about yourself? Something interesting facts that we should know only.
Oh, some things that I've not said before.
Mhm.
I actually am a lover of science. So I
Oh.
love to study science. I love to study the
Mhm.
stars. It's astronomy. And when I was younger, I wanted to have a telescope because I wanted to really study the heavenly bodies. And I'm also very passionate about many things, such as caring for people and for my siblings. I'm a self supporting student. I'm currently in my fourth year in business ad right now, and in the near future, I plan to pursue law so that I may also be one of the persons in our society to fight for justice. I am the eldest, and also I am very driven. And right now, as being one of the candidates for Miss Universe Philippines, I am very, very happy and oh my gosh, sorry. I'm very
That's
glad to
fine.
be here. Thank you for
Mm.
inviting me. Actually,
Oh.
there are so many things I can say, but with the
Mhm.
limited time, it's better to get to know me in person.
Wow. You know what? We are giving you all the time that you need just to get to know you. So this is
um,
just a very this is just actually an opportunity for us to get to know you. Not to, not much on how shall I say hardcore questions because yeah,
yes,
this is not a Q&A training, so we just want to know you. Yeah.
exactly. Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Wala pa lang,
Mm-mm.
wala pang pageant night.
Yeah. That's right. That could be also, well, Q&A could also be part. However, as much as we want, of course, we just want to get to know you also. Yun lang yon. Yon.
Oh,
Anyways, you mentioned that you are a working student. How long have you been working as a student as well?
since I was
Ah,
15,
I mean, sorry pala. How long have you been working and ano, tama ba? How long have you been working? Yeah.
since I was 15, I moved out when
Talaga?
I went to college, yes, and I started doing modeling. I started selling some clothes online,
Ah,
and also I get um, endorsements.
mm-mm. Wow. What kind of endorsements have you already done?
Usually for product and makeup brands, also for
TVCs.
mm, also for
Wow.
modeling in fashion shows.
Oo. That's nice. That's great to
Yes,
know, no?
and
So,
and
mm-hmm.
you get to meet really amazing people along the way. So that's a
Absolutely.
plus.
Mm-mm, absolutely. Of course, you get to meet some or somehow gather connections as well, no?
Mm.
Ayon. And how long you've been joining pageantries? When did you start?
I started when I was 14.
At talaga? Can you tell us
Yeah.
about that?
Oh wait,
Mm-mm.
does school pageants count? Because probably I was
Mm-mm.
13 during a school pageant.
Mm-mm.
It
And
was so
then
funny because I joined Miss Christmas 3 times, and also Miss
Christmas talaga.
GSP. Yeah, I'm very passionate about joining
Uh,
pageants, and it was so funny before because it wasn't like I wanted to win. I just really wanted to join because it was so fun for me.
mm-hmm.
And like there was no pressure back then. Like there
Mm-hmm.
weren't any standards. It was just
Mm-mm.
plain like just having fun, you know.
Mm-mm. But you were also earning from that. Were you receiving cash
That
something
started
when you're
when I
winning?
started joining real pageants in school. No, but when I started joining pageants in like barangay
Outside
pageant,
school,
because
yeah.
that's where it all starts, and then the
Uh-uh.
municipal pageant, regionals, and then I made it to nationals. Who would have thought?
Diba? So tell us how much was the first prize or first prize that you have received? Yeah.
Oh my, I'm gonna remember it. Wait, I remember I was 14 and I think 4,000. I think, yeah, when I
As a
started.
winner. That's
Yeah,
already
as a
as a winner.
winner. I
Wow.
won my first pageant. Yeah, and they told me if you win once, it will be lucky for you.
Uh-huh.
I maybe because somehow I've been winning more
Uh-uh.
than I've lost. So I'm very thankful
Yeah.
for that. And it's not just
Wow.
about winning, it's like the experience at the end of the day.
Mm-mm.
It equips you in life somehow. Like you learn so many things when you join the
Mm-mm.
pageant, diba? You learn to be manage, you learn to manage your time, especially
Mm-mm.
right now that I'm actually low. Wait, I need a charger. Actually, since I was studying,
Mm-hmm.
since I've been studying, it's always been like a hassle for me when it comes to trainings and studying at training because you
Mm-mm.
can't really just let down school because you want to join a pageant. So it's
Mm-mm.
both. It should be both. Like you should be able to balance both worlds.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's right. But what was your parents' reaction or opinion of you joining pageants?
Truth is, at first, they actually were very supportive of me,
Mm-hmm.
and because my dad, he's actually the type of person who doesn't want me to wear too much revealing clothes, like too revealing clothes. Like he
Mm-mm.
would always say, "Those shorts are too short." Like he would always say that, and I was kind of like hesitant at first because like there's a swimsuit competition in a pageant, so
Yes,
I
as
was worried.
always. Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about how he would react to that, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a good thing that he saw how happy I was. He saw that I was happy in what I was doing, so he was supportive. He was
Mm-hmm.
he was even there when I won Miss Kuyamis because the pageant that was very life changing for me was
Mm-hmm.
Miss Kuyamis because that's when I started joining national pageants because MISAMIS Oriental really sends off girls nationally and they really support us, right? They support us in everything and emotionally, financially, and everything. They are very
Mm-hmm.
good to the girls, especially for Miss Kuyami's winners. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the pageant that I was able to grow more because I had more experiences. I joined Miss Millennial, and then I joined
Mm-hmm.
Miss Bikini Philippines, and now I'm joining Miss Universe. And
Ayon.
I used to just dream about this whenever I
Uh-uh.
saw candidates in Binibini Pilipinas, cause, and also in Miss Universe, I would always think that, wow, I want to be one of those girls, and
Mm-mm.
I never thought that I would become one, because I used to
Mm-mm.
have like I wasn't that confident when I was in high school. So who
Mm-mm.
would have thought that I'm here now? Like some of my classmates would tell me, "Hala, Miss Universe na jud ka." Imo na nang ginadanggo sa una. Like dreams do come true once you're
Mm-mm.
determined and you persevere to achieve them.
Yes. When did you decide to join Binibini? Ah, no, I'm sorry, Miss Universe Philippines.
I decided to join Miss Universe Philippines just a year ago. Yes. Cause
Oh.
because
Mm-mm.
everything happening in the pandemic and like all our dreams are put on hold or is at pause, and I wanted
Mm-mm.
to be someone more in our society, because when you
Yes.
join the pageant, somehow
Mm.
pageants in the Philippines are such a big thing. Like
That's right.
it's like part of our culture. Like pageant
Mm-mm.
queens serve as inspiration, as cliche as it sounds. Like
Mm-mm.
you want to give inspiration, but that is the main purpose. That is the sole purpose why we join pageants. Because
That's right.
sometimes when we look at ourselves in the mirror, we think that, am I deserving of this? And
Mm-mm.
am I deserving of how people see me and how they are inspired with what I do? And that's
Mm-mm.
something that gives so much hope to me, especially on the days that I'm low, especially on low days, because I think, why am I feeling this way when in fact a lot of people look up to me? I don't want to let them down.
Mm-mm.
That's probably the reason why I've been joining pageants all this time, because a lot of people see how I do it or how I make it through, and despite everything in my life, and it has been such a journey for me.
Mm-mm.
Pageantry is a big impact, or it's a big aspect in who I have become. So that
Mm-mm.
probably is one of the things why, or one of the reasons why I joined pageantry. It has made me a better person. Despite all sometimes there are a lot of criticism in the pageant world. There are a lot of people who tell you that you are not deserving, or you're not this, that, or comparing you towards other girls, and that's probably one of the sad things in pageantry. That's
Uh-uh.
probably one of the things that make people don't want to join pageants anymore. And it's a good thing that I have developed a trait that I've been more compassionate towards the people who say this, because I've learned that in life, a lot of people actually say these things not because of you. According to Angelina Jolie, she said that
Yes.
a lot of hate comes from them, like their own insecurity, their own self
Exactly.
doubts. And
Mm-mm.
that is something sad, because it seems that they have been through so much pain and they feel like they have the need to hurt others as well in order to feel good.
Mm-mm.
And that is one of the things that I've learned to be more compassionate towards the people who bash me,
Mm-mm.
because I don't really respond, because you just have to know your own truth. Angelina Jolie again. She's
Mm-mm.
actually my favorite actress.
Yeah.
I've learned
Yeah,
so
that's
much from her.
that's actually correct. That's actually correct. For as long as you know the truth in yourself, you
Mm-hmm.
know your truth, and you believe in yourself, you have you know you know that you are not doing anything wrong that can
Yeah,
hurt anybody else. I think you're just doing very right. You're just doing right. Mm.
doing
You
right
know
by
what? Mm. Mm-mm. I could remember before. I think this was before Miss Universe Philippines Fuzz, no. That was actually after Miss Universe back
mm-mm.
in May. I think I posted you as in our in my wish list. I don't know
Oh,
if you could remember that. So yeah, I posted you as my wish list to be part of Miss
Miss
Universe, to
Universe.
join Miss
Oh,
Universe. Yeah. So,
thank you so
you know,
much.
I'm really you're welcome. I'm really excited. I was really very excited when I've learned that you became part of it without even asking you if you are
Right.
intending to join.
Oh, thank you. That means so
Yes.
much.
Mm-mm. You're welcome. So there you go. Thank you so much for that for that story. You know what? You're sharing your story to us, and that means a
Yeah.
lot to us. And
I'm
now
glad that I'm
we are
able to
very much
inspire.
grateful as well and honored for that. Now, let me just ask you then, what's your reason for joining Miss Universe Philippines? Of course, everyone among you, every one of you rather, has your own reasons. And for you, what's your reason for joining?
When they posted the taglines, hashtag inspire you,
Mm-mm.
I really wanted people to know my story. I really wanted people to be able to understand me or be able to know me in a deeper perspective, and that my story would serve as something that people would see that they also have been going through it, and then they will make it through. Because I have been the type of person who wasn't really that open towards saying things about me or showing who I am, what I've been going through, because I'm a Leo, and
Mm-mm.
you know how it is between wanting people to know about you, and I have a toxic trait where I don't trust people that much, especially in today's world, because there are a lot of things that needs to be developed. And one
That's
thing
right.
that I know is that I want to share my story towards the world, towards everyone who's maybe going through it, because parang pang MMK yata yung buhay ko.
Uh,
I I don't know if I can say it here yet, but I've
mhm.
been wanting to say it in the preliminary interview, and then later on, maybe people will know about it. But just a hint, my advocacy right now is mental health, because
Mhm.
my dad has a mental disorder. He has
Mm-mm.
schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, anti-personality disorder, and also it's been a toll on me, and that's just like one fourth of everything that I've been through. I've been through so much in my life, where in fact I think that if strength was a word, I think that would be me. Because and I want that to be shared towards people. That's why I'm joining Miss Universe Philippines right now, because when if someone is going through it, and they would see that they share the same thing with me, and that I think that's inspirational, because that's what defines a phenomenal woman. Like, no matter how many times you fall down, it's always the times that you pick yourself up that matters.
Mm-mm. That's right. Well, it's sad to hear though that your father is going through of something, but of course, we totally believe that um there's always a way to go over and somehow I'm just praying. I'm just praying that may
Thank
God
you.
continue to bless you and of course guide and protect your family.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
You're welcome. Ayun. So, medyo emotional ako doon. Ayun, anyways.
Oh,
Whenever we speak of family kasi, there's always a part of me that would always uh you know um it just hits me. So, yun. That's why I get emotional easily. Ayan. Anyways, let's move on na lang muna.
sige, sige.
Yun. Let's play the challenge. Okay? I
Ooh.
hope you will enjoy this. So
Sige
this
nga.
is what we call have you ever had? Okay. So are you ready, Chella?
um, should should I should I be? Okay, I have no choice.
Yes, absolutely. You have no choice. All right, so let's start. Okay. Have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
Again, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm. How did it happen?
Well, one of I have like two shoes when I was in high school. Two pairs of shoes, and one was like five, and my size is six. So the one that was a size six,
Mm-hmm.
it broke. So I had to wear one that was under, like that wasn't my size anymore, and my feet hurt all day. I wanted to go home as soon as the bell rang.
Uh, it's good that it did not tawag dito.
Bruises,
Oo.
splinters.
Oo.
Oh, I had lots of them. Probably three.
Talaga.
Yes.
Mm, my God.
Pero
Okay.
I have one thing, one trait. I mean, what's that called? I forgot the word. But one thing, one
Yes.
interesting fact. Oh, here, interesting fact. I have
Mhm.
very high tolerance when it comes to physical pain.
Ay,
One
talaga?
time, yes, one time
Oo.
my foot went into a hole, like, and that hole had some broken glass.
Oh.
And yes, and I still have the scar. I cut the skin on, and like
Oh.
it was even near bone, and I had to like sew it on my own because I was so afraid of my mom or dad scolding me about like going somewhere that day. So I had to like pretend that it didn't hurt. So I had to sew I mean my own injury. I know.
Wow!
And most people say that that hurts so much, but it
It
didn't hurt as
is.
much for me. I don't know. I'm very I have such high tolerance when it comes to physical pain.
Pain.
I
Oh my
know.
God. I can't do that on my own.
Really? Yeah, some
Yeah.
normal people can't.
Nakakaloka yun ha. Oh my God,
Oo.
ha. Alright. Have you ever had snack out from home?
Have I ever had?
Snack out from home.
I have. Yeah. Snack out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I think it was for like I think everyone has gone through this. When I was like in high school, I had like strict parents. My dad was really strict, and I wanted to go somewhere like with my classmates because
Uh,
they wanted us to go on an outing, like a beach outing.
mm-hmm.
Um, we had I think it was cleaning day that day, so I couldn't go out. We have like when I was still in high school or elementary, my dad used to have this cleaning days because he's German. He's very
Oo.
strict, and he has all these rules where you have to work, where you have to do the laundry, wash the plates, and
Oo.
yeah, yes, and
Responsibilities, di
yes,
ba?
responsibility. So at a young age, I went through that because, and I
Mm-mm.
actually was really glad that I did because it equipped me in real life where I don't want
Oo.
to be a burden towards others. And when I snuck out and I went home, and then my dad scolded me. So yeah, yeah, I think once or twice. But it was worth it. The memories are worth it. Like high school classmates are amazing.
Absolutely. Of course, they are always, yeah, especially
Right?
during high school days, di ba? That definitely happens. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had wish to be a boy, Chella?
Ooh, that's a hard question. Have I ever wished to be a boy? No. I like being
Then.
a girl. No, no. Even though it takes so much, being a girl takes so much of your time. You have to be
Uh-huh.
ready, and boys just need to have a neat haircut. Like,
You don't like to have short hair.
no.
Ayan. How about, have you ever had a crush on your instructor or professor or teacher? Why that reaction?
Oh my gosh. I think I'm blushing. I have.
Why? Was it a teacher or instructor or already a professor?
Oh my gosh. um, secret? my
Does he
my
know
healthy
about it?
classmates probably
Know
know.
it? Uh.
Yeah. But I'm not vocal. Like, I think it's normal for people to have crushes. I'm not really
Yes.
vocal when I have a crush. So
Uh,
I'm very like, what's that called? Like Filipino habit where I don't want to say it first towards a guy. Like, I don't want to say hi first. I've never said like hi like, first towards a guy, even if I like him. Like, I would always want him to do the first act or
moved
like
or
initiate the
initiated.
conversation.
Dalagang Pilipina.
Mm.
Yeah. How about, have you ever had worn your sister's dress or clothes?
Oh my gosh, yes. She's in America. Hi, Via. I love you so much. And she used to get so mad at me for wearing her clothes. So I'm sorry. One time I was in school and
Mhm.
she was like, "Why are you wearing my shirt? Go home and change." Cuz she's like OCD. She doesn't like it when like I parang mess up her things. Like, she has all these things in like in a very neat order. She's
Uh-uh.
very very organized, and
Mhm.
she doesn't like me going through it. So she'd get mad.
Is she elder or younger than you?
Younger than me for 3 years, but she sometimes she acts older than me because she's very mature for her age.
Uh-uh.
She's working to be an assistant nurse, and she's at 19 right now. So I'm very proud of
Uh-uh.
her. She's
Uh,
career driven also.
oh,
Very very sweet. Oh, she's very sweet as a person. I love that girl.
but she gets mad when
Yeah,
you wear her when you wear her clothes, no?
I don't do that anymore.
You should not, di ba?
I know.
kasi kasi you're bringing the tiger in her. You're bringing out
Yeah.
the tiger in her, right?
We
Yeah.
used to go to the same school. I was
Uh-uh.
in fourth year and she was in first year, so we'd see each other at school. And whenever like we would have weekdays on Wednesday.
Mhm.
I mean, we would have days where we can wear whatever we want, like on
Uh-uh.
Wednesdays, and sometimes I would wear her shirt because I don't have that much shirts. I used to have more crop tops than shirts. And the school wouldn't allow us, right? So I would wear hers, and whenever I would see her first, I would like hide behind my classmates so she wouldn't see me because I was afraid she would be like, "Why are you wearing my shirt again?"
She'll do that. She'll do that in public.
Yes, she's not scared at all. very, she's a very strong persona, that woman.
I hope she's I hope she's watching right now.
I know. Hi, Yang. Sorry.
Okay. Moving forward, have you ever had sold any of your pre-loved items?
Yes, actually, I have a shop, online shop. It's
Mhm.
Chella's Clothing. I sell my
Oh,
pre-loved clothes there.
oh, that's
Yes,
nice, diba?
because you have when you have so much stuff, it's nice to declutter for your mental
Mm-mm.
health. It's like don't hoard too many things.
Oo. Diba? Ayun. How about have you ever had fallen in love with your best friend?
Ooh, I don't have a best friend. So, a guy. I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
guy best friend because they always end up courting me. I have like friends that are, and then when I come to a point where he's my best friend now, and then he will like court me. So I was like, and I don't know. Yeah, I've never fallen in love with a best friend.
How do you handle that? How do you handle when your friend ends up courting you?
I tell them the truth that I just see them as a friend because I think
Mm-mm.
the truth, even if the truth hurts, it's better than
Mm.
like beautiful lies.
Yes,
Like
that's right.
lies when you say you like them too, but at the end of the day you don't, and then you'll end up hurting them more.
That's right. Diba? All right. How about have you ever had eaten Pinoy street food such as chicken isaw, Betamax,
Yeah, I have.
balot?
I have
Really?
balot, quick
Mm-hmm.
quick, what's that egg? Yeah, quick quick is my favorite.
Yes. Uh-huh.
To be honest, my
Mm-mm.
favorite food is dried fish. Like I could eat
Oh,
3 platters of rice
uh,
with dried fish lang. Like I could like eat it all
totoo?
day. I really really love dried fish. Like I love it more than I do all these food from fancy restaurants. I love
Mm-mm.
it more. Yung parang Filipino food, like I so
Mm-mm.
love it. And also ginataan.
Oo,
Yeah, you taste
of
that.
course.
I love that
Oo.
so much. Feel ko nga, parang whenever someone would tell me, your looks don't, don't, sometimes they don't tell me that they can't believe that I like eating
Mm-mm.
dried fish because it doesn't suit me daw. Don't know what, what what that means, but
Mm-mm.
I love marunong. Yeah, marunong ako mag-Tagalog and Bisaya sad ko.
Yes, she knows. She knows to speak Tagalog. Ayan. Chella, have you ever had too much fun at a party? Ginutom ako sa usapan natin.
What kind of parties ba? Birthday parties?
Regardless of whatever party would it be.
I've never been to like rave
Mm-mm.
parties or like or bars. I've never
Mm-hmm.
birthday parties even. I don't go that much because my parents used to be strict, and also
Mm-mm.
I am more of like sometimes I'm an ambivert. I don't like it that much when there are so many people I don't know. So
Oo.
I have inhibitions when it comes to like enjoying too much in a party. So
Mm-mm.
if enjoying too much in a party, wait, I'm gonna think about it. Maybe like when it comes to friends, like really close friends parties, like birthday parties, or like when I'm
Oo.
invited to fiestas, but but like in a fun way where we like talk about everything, we talk about life, and that's what fun is for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't enjoy like too much loud music. Parang
Chika
old soul.
party.
Oo, parang old
Uh,
soul yata ako. Like I don't
Oo.
enjoy rave parties that much.
That's normally an ambivert. Like
Mm-mm.
not too much social, not too much
Silence, yeah.
antisocial, not too much
Mm-mm.
social life, something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm
Just in the
actually that.
middle.
In the
Yeah.
middle, yes, me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ayan. Anyways, or have you ever had tried cutting classes, Chella?
Oh my gosh. I have. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of people have.
Absolutely, especially high
But
schools.
even when but the
Mm-mm.
reason for me I used to cut classes because I wanted to read a book. I am such a
Mm-mm.
book reader. Like
Mm-mm.
I wanted to stay at home and read my book all day. Even when I was eating,
Mm-mm.
my book would be right here. It's not
Uh-oh.
it's not something that I'm saying just to impress people. I
Mm-mm.
love reading so much, especially when I was like in high school. Like I always had a favorite novel. It's Throne of
Mm.
Glass, where
Mm.
the girl was an assassin, and she had
Oh.
magical powers. Yeah, they called them the Fae, where they had like water, earth or fire, and she had
Elements. Mhm.
fire. Yeah, she was like my spirit animal. Like she had taught me so much. Like me as a person right now, I'm very strong and I'm
Mm-mm.
very driven. It's all because of her. Because there was this one quote that she said in the book. Because iba kasi when you're reading, especially for book readers out there, especially if it's a novel, you get to imagine everything. So yeah, I actually cut classes so I could read the book. Because I couldn't wait anymore. Yung parang what happened in the book was she was captured and she was going to be killed by the enemy.
Oo.
So I wanted to read more because I wanted to know what happened to her. And even when I was listening to the teacher, I couldn't concentrate. So I had to like it's next. We had the next subject, and the teacher wasn't gonna have a quiz. So I grabbed the opportunity.
Because it's lingering, right? It's lingering on your
Yeah,
head.
yeah. I'm sure they would understand. It helped me in my growth. So
Uh-uh. All right, Ian. Thank you so much, Shella, for that. Thank you for sharing all those life stories
thank
and,
you.
for revealing those things that, you know, not everyone knows, right? So thank you
Yeah,
so much for
exactly.
that. Okay, so, guys, please just prepare for for your questions, or just drop your questions down below. We will definitely ask your questions when we return. We'll be talking more on social issues, so just drop your questions at the comment section, guys. So all of that when we return after this short break. All right, so stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned.
All right, we are back with this afternoon session, still with Miss Universe Philippines, MISAMIS Oriental, or Miss Universe Philippines 2021 MISAMIS Oriental, Chella Grace Falconer. There you go. So,
Hi.
thank you so
Welcome
much,
back.
guys. Yes, well, thank you so much, guys, for staying with us. So, we have a question coming from Mark Shaw, all the way from Los Angeles, California. Yeah. So his question is, what will you do if your friend betrays you? Do you still make friends with him or her even if he or she apologizes?
Of course, we always go through these things, even if we are very close to someone. At some point, betrayal will always be a possibility. So, if that person has done it once and you know that he's very sorry about it, it is your choice to forgive. And usually, with me, I forgive. But when
Mm-hmm.
it becomes a habit, when you see that they aren't sorry anymore, and then sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
have to just cut ties. You just have to let go of people are no longer good for you. So it
Mm-hmm.
depends on you as a person. But for me, I always weigh the relationship. I always weigh the experiences also, and I
Mm-mm.
always think that if he would do it again with, or he or she would do it again without thinking about my feelings, then sometimes
Mm-mm.
it is to let go. But if you see that he or she really is sorry, and if I see that in a person, I actually forgive them because I'm very big on forgiveness. I'm a forgiver.
Mm-mm. Wow, that's so sweet of you, and I can definitely relate with you, Chella, because that's also my how I do. I
Yeah.
I could forgive. I could easily forgive someone or people. However, the difference with me is that I'm giving you something like 1 to 3 chances.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, if you keep on doing it from up until the third time, I'm really sorry. I'll be very civil to you. Something like
Oh,
that.
right.
Mm-mm.
That's true.
Yes, because it's just too hard to you
Mm.
know
To trust again.
to trust again. Yeah, and breaking the trust is really very difficult to return, diba?
Yes. That's what they
Mm-mm.
say. It is easier to forgive than it is to forget.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
that's right. Something like, yes, I can forgive you, but I cannot forget.
Yeah, I know. That is so me. So me.
Diba? Ayan. So, we have another question from Neil Brian M. Sumalinog. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and did I pronounce it correctly? What can men learn from women? So Neil Bryan Sumalinog from Philippine Pageants. Hi Neil Bryan, thank you so much.
Well, of course, there is always a distinct characteristic or personality when it comes to men and women. And one
Mhm.
thing that men can learn from women is how to be nurturing, how
Mm-mm.
to be more caring, because it is imbued from the very beginning that men are more on providing. They
That's right.
are not that emotional because they have been shut off by society as people who should be stronger than women. But one thing is,
Uh-uh.
caring is also strength, like being more nurturing. And as women, we are more nurturing towards like our children or
Mm-mm.
the people that we are with. And that's one thing that men should actually learn, to be more emotional or to be more physical. I mean, to show their feelings more, because we actually
Mm-mm.
appreciate it when they show care, when they show kindness, and that's not a that's an asset. It's not a liability.
That's right. Because well, normally men are actually very analytical,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? And logical.
Yeah.
So, mm, 'di ba? So, they don't usually like they don't usually just like uh how shall I say discern more things, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
When they do things, they decide right away, and they're
Yeah.
very firm when it comes to their decisions, 'di ba?
Like what they
Mm,
say, like
mm-mm.
for men, if the line is just straight, then for women it's like this, that. Like it's a
Oo.
zigzag.
Oo. Straight to the point. Yun sila.
Yeah.
Mm. Ayan. While women kasi, women tends to be very emotional.
Mm-mm.
EQ naman sa ano, EQ naman
Yes.
kasi
We're
ang
more on EQ,
mm.
emotional
Yeah.
quotient.
Ayun. Ayun. Thank you so much, Neil.
Yeah, thanks Neil
Ayan.
for that
Mhm.
question.
Ayun. Mark Xiao has a question once again. If
Mm.
walang advocacy ang pageant, sasali ka pa ba?
Well, of course, yes. Even
Mm.
though there isn't an advocacy where you actually say it, you can
Mm.
do it by your own truth. You can do it by your own way of
Initiative. Yeah.
behaving. Yeah, your own initiative, your own acts of kindness and the
Mhm.
acts that you do, where you will still serve as an inspiration towards people. Because sometimes it is not like 100% on the advocacy. It is also about how you are able to be with the people around you, how you are able to
Mm-mm.
act with those you love, and that's probably the most important thing that we celebrate pageants for, is
Mm-mm.
because we show so much culture resiliency, and
Mm-mm.
I don't think that it will hinder me in joining pageants, even if there was no advocacy needed, because I'd
Mm-mm.
still be who I am.
Yeah,
Still
that's
show,
right.
yeah, I'd still show what I'm passionate about.
Mm-mm. Ayun. And given the fact kasi that it's a pageant, pageantry has a bigger platform as well. So a huge
Yeah,
platform. So regardless of pageant organization has no advocacy, I think still you still have a platform to, voice out
yeah.
your advocacy.
Concerns,
Mm-mm.
social
In,
issues, di ba? You get to talk
yes.
about a lot
Mm-mm.
of things. Kasi nasa stage ka na, they get to hear you,
That's
they get
right.
to hear the concerns of like society.
That's right. Oo. Tama. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Mark.
Mark, for the question.
Okay, from Reynantes 1 year. So probably all the time, people ask you what can men learn from women? But I would like to ask you, what could women learn from
Learn from
men?
men.
Mm-hmm.
From my perspective, I
Mm-hmm.
want to learn one very essential aspect from man, and that would be to be more discerned in terms of making decisions, to
Mm-hmm.
be more logical, to be more analytical, because it is a very important trait in life that you must be someone who is sure of your decisions, who is
Mm-hmm.
sure of your purpose. Because when you are sure of your purpose, you are sure how to help people, you are
True.
sure of how to be someone more, or to do more in the society that you are in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably what I want to enhance more, or that's something that women should learn from men, that we can be logical, more logical, and we can also make decisions that are firm and that can make
Mm-hmm.
us better individuals.
Yeah, that's right. Because women are known to be fickle.
Yeah, like
It
sometimes
changes mine from time to time.
yeah, maybe because of the hormones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
we go through so many cycles, you know, like the
Uh-uh.
menstrual, premenstrual, like those things
Yeah.
actually affect you. Like some actually say that when they're near their period, they would cry all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden without without having an explanation about it.
Mm-mm. Ayun, di ba? Thank you so much, Reynante, for that question. All right. Oh, Marshall, kindly try to to modify your question because we cannot definitely ask this kind of question. All right, we cannot
Oh,
compare girls from one another or get the girls react on another girl's opinion. All right, so we cannot definitely do this. Thank you so much, Mark Shaw. All right, so perfect answer. Koronahan na yan. Ayan.
oh,
Tanong ka
thank
pa po,
you.
sir. Ayan. All right, so let's proceed then to our topic. I want you to choose from these topics that I have. Okay, just give me 1 sec. I actually prepared some in here. Okay. All right. So here we go, Sheila. Ay, Sheila daw.
Grabe.
Chella pala.
Chala.
Ha? Chella. Ayan. Ayan. Mm-hmm.
Pick a topic.
Yes,
How
that's
do
it.
I just pick
Oh,
it?
I have I'm in control of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have 6 topics in here. Okay.
Okay.
So you just have to choose from these 6 mystery boxes. Which
I'm
one would you like?
I'm gonna choose three because I was born on Friday the 13th. I like three.
Oh
Sige.
wow. Okay. So here we go. Number three, what do we have in here? Social media. Okay, so this is very broad. First off, how do you filter your how do you filter your post, your shares, what you share on your timeline, on your accounts, from fake news?
From fake news.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, whenever I share something on social media, I always make it a point where it's something positive because I
Mm-mm.
read so many negative things online and I do not want to
Mm-mm.
add to the negativity, especially right now where the pandemic
Mm-mm.
has limited us with physical touch, with physical things that we can do, and it has lessened the care towards other people, and a lot of people
Mm-mm.
are going through something. I believe that whenever I see something that is, I know that it is not true, I don't share it. I always make it a
Mm-mm.
point that I review things, that I see things in a way
Mm-mm.
that is in a deeper perspective and in a more realistic way, that whenever I falsely or post something or whenever I share fake news, I would always
Mm-mm.
think, how would this affect other people? How would
That's
it
right.
be able to affect their feelings, or how
Mm.
it would only cause panic if we share things that aren't true. So first of all, we must filter our words that we cannot hurt other
Mm-mm.
people. If you want to say something that is criticism, then criticism is can be in a good way, but when it just
Mm-mm.
is purely to attack another person, I believe that that is something that we should avoid because we do not know
Mm-mm.
how much trauma or how much we may hurt other people with the false news or the things that we share that is bad towards other people's health and
Mm-mm.
emotional well-being.
That's right. Kasi nga, 'di ba? It could definitely affect the mental being of a
Yeah.
person, 'di ba? Ayan, 'di ba? Ayun. Thank you so much, Shella. However, before we move to our next to my next question, okay, let me just continue my next question na lang. Since you already mentioned about bashing a while
Uh-huh.
ago, that you have experienced it, no? How did you handle your bashers? Did you even deal with your bashers?
I have never messaged or like I have never responded to a basher's comment.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, some of the people who love me, especially like family and friends, they would always be the first ones to like counter the bash or like the people who
Uh-huh.
bash me. But for me as a person, I don't engage in that negativity because
Mm-mm.
there's so much in life. There's so much things that you should worry about, and other
Mm-mm.
people's opinion of you. Why would I crumble at the words of people who do not know me, who have no
That's
idea how
right.
I live my life, who have not been in my shoes? Why would
Mm-mm.
I care about what they think of me? Because
Mm-mm.
that's why I like Angelina Jolie. She has no social media because she has no time for the things that other people would say, and I don't take it seriously. Like whenever someone would
Mm-mm.
say she's not pretty enough, she's this girl is better, and then in this,
Mm-mm.
oh my gosh, I would not care. I do not care about the opinion of others, especially when it's not like good criticism, because there's a
Mm-mm.
difference between good criticism and just pure bashing. Like
That's
bashing
right.
is just saying things that you can't change about yourself, like
Mm-hmm.
saying things about she she's this and that, and you
Mm-mm.
can't like you can't change the way other people see you. So what? Why
Mm-mm.
try?
Mm-mm.
Just focus on yourself. I as a person, I'm more of like I build myself enough so that other people's like I build an empire of myself, and just a single rock cannot destroy that.
Mm-mm.
I am so solidified that whatever someone who doesn't know me and has something to say about me, I respect that. Leave it up to them, but
Mm.
there is no way that I would let it affect me.
Wow, that's really very nice. That's really very mature of you that you know how to handle it well, 'di
Yeah.
ba? Kasi there are also beauty queens um who counter message those
Mm-mm.
bashings, 'di ba? especially if it's already below the
Below.
belt, yeah. 'Di ba? But of course, for as long as you know where to stand,
Mm.
you know yourself well, 'di ba? That's really
Yeah,
very
I
mature of you, yeah.
I also really admire queens also who teach them a lesson, because there are
Mm-mm,
times where it becomes like not just once, like they would always
mm-mm,
attack you in every post. So
mm-mm,
sometimes there is a need to address it.
mm-mm. That's right. Oh, what's this? I don't understand this. Alguien puede traducir
Espanol. Oh my
a
gosh, I'm not
español?
Spanish.
Likewise.
I
I'm
know I
sorry
look
if you're
like I'm
asking if
Spanish.
this could be puede traducir. I don't know what
I
traducir
have
is.
I
Mm-mm.
only understand Espanol. Maybe you're asking if I
Yeah.
understand Spanish. I took a Spanish class, but I wasn't that good at it, so I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it's my first time as well to encounter traducir. So I
Mm.
really don't understand that. I'm sorry po. Ayan. His translate this to Spanish. I'm sorry I can't translate it to Spanish because I don't speak Spanish.
Oh my god.
Okay. So that's already what I thought.
Oh my
That's
god.
already what I thought. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, tío, lo siento. Oh, iba
Oh, I'm
siya.
sorry. Oh, thanks, Cesar.
Thank you so much, Cesar, for that. Okay. Anyway, we have a question here from Reynantes Juaner. If
Mm-hmm.
you had a chance to discuss a social issue with world leaders, so this is on a world leaders, what social issue would it be?
That probably is a hard question because there are so many social issues that
Mm-hmm.
I want to be addressed, but I want it to be with the inequality of like the people in our society, like the marginalized, should be given more like importance. Because
Mm-mm.
especially also in our education system, I think
Mm-mm.
there are things that we should develop more. For
Mm-mm.
example, education is one of the things that causes more inequality in the world. That it
Mm-mm.
causes, if you do not have the proper education, it would lead to poverty, it would lead to inequality, and that is something that I want to address. Like, if someday I would be able to talk with one of the main leaders in our country, I would definitely give importance to how we can change the education system, because I'm not really in favor of the K to 12. I think it
Mm-mm.
has, I have taken subjects also that I've been taking it for like 2 times already. And I
Mm-mm.
want it to be more like, it's shortened, but it is much more, we can learn more. And I want that to be a must in our country. I want education and also health to be prioritized.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I totally agree with you because there are so many respondents right now that are saying actually that lack of education
Mm,
is the root cause of poverty. So, what's your
yeah.
opinion on that?
That's actually very true because, for
Mm-hmm.
example, a lot of women who have not graduated, or a lot of like people or men who have not graduated and then go into the labor force, they would
Mm-hmm.
only live life paycheck to paycheck. They don't have a
Mm-hmm.
job that is really the thing that would provide for them in the long run or in the future. They would only have like days for them to have food on their table. And if you have not had the proper education, you would not have something that is stable in our society. And that's
Mm-hmm.
something that I'm very sad about, because I see a
Mm-hmm.
lot of kids in the streets, and somehow I want to help them. And in a way, you can't really help all, so you just do it in your little ways. And a lot of kids are being born like because like they have born in poverty, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't have the chance or access to go to school, and they end up in poverty again, and also their kids, and it's a cycle. And it has to stop. With it
Mm-hmm.
has to be addressed, and it has to be improved. Although everything is not gonna be in a snap, everything isn't in a snap of fingers, but it
Mm-hmm.
can be improved over time.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, we are supposed and that's actually what I am also looking for, that hopefully we get to have an equal opportunity for everyone, that regardless of what education you've finished or you've completed somehow, right? Still you will be able to get a decent job for you, right? Especially
Yes.
for your family, ganyan. Ayon. Thank you so much. And we have a question from Louise Bourbon. Um, how can you describe the beauty of the universe to a blind child?
Oh my gosh. It depends if he has been blind since birth or
Mm-hmm.
just recently. But
Yeah.
if he has been blind since birth, first of all, you would describe things in a way that isn't the sight. Like you would use all the other senses except for sight.
Mm-hmm.
I would describe that the universe is always expanding, and it is like the things that we do. If he breathes, he always has the matter, like, and matter occupies everything. It occupies space and mass, and that
Mm-hmm.
he is someone who is also that who is also that, and he is a person who occupies space, and he has so much to be
Mm-hmm.
cemented on in society. He has so much to do, and beauty in the universe can be described by loving, like the act of touch. I would hug him,
That's
and in
right.
a way I would let him believe that sometimes, even though there are cruel things in life, the beauty of it is that when you have someone to hold at the end of the day.
That's right. Yeah. That's actually what I'm thinking as well. Like let the blind person feel you, and that's
Yeah,
basically
feel
the
you.
beauty of the universe, right?
Because you can't see
Mm-mm.
it. So I
Mm-mm.
just have to I
Use
just have
other
to use
senses.
other senses.
Mm-mm. That's right. Mm-hmm.
But
And
the
blind
most
person
beautiful
has
things,
better um
like what they say, the most beautiful things in life are when you close your eyes.
that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Because you have no judgment of anything.
When someone kisses you,
Uh,
Charla,
diba?
someone hugs you.
Because you have no judgment actually, because you're just
Yeah.
using of your feelings, diba?
Mhm.
Sense of touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Louise.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
OMG.
uh-huh.
What time is it?
Oh, it's
I have another interview.
at what time? 5?
Yeah, it's about 5.
Okay, sige. All right, we'll be finishing.
Ooh, almost.
Just last question. What is the biggest challenge to the young people today?
The biggest challenge is
Mhm.
actually when we prioritize the wrong things.
That's right.
When we give more importance sometimes to things than we do people.
Mhm.
Because social media has affected so much in a way
Mm-mm.
that sometimes the negativity outweighs the
Mm-mm.
positivity, because a lot of these young women compare their bodies towards other women, and then they feel
Mm-mm.
bad about themselves. They no longer practice self-care and lead into a cycle of being depressed, and that is
Mm-mm.
something that's not nearly talked about, that's not talked about as much as it should be.
Mm-mm.
And I believe that one day maybe it can be better when we
Mm-mm.
have more leaders, when we have more people we can look up to,
Mm-mm.
and that everything in life can be something more than
Mm-mm.
just what we can do online. And
Mm-mm.
that's the biggest challenge of young teens, because they do not know what to prioritize, and they do not see themselves in a way that other people see them as someone worthy. And other I've seen a lot of women and men who think that they aren't worthy, and it leads to a cycle of destruction. And in
Mm-mm.
fact, it should be something that should be talked about more.
Mm-mm. Thank you, Mark Xiao. Very good answer. Yan, tips ko lang na please pag-aralan mong sumagot ng 30 seconds lang.
Oh,
Huwag pa
sorry.
masyadong
I
habahan para
I'm
masanay ka
actually
po.
practice.
Mm-mm.
Whenever it's online interviews, I try to say as much because there's no time
Yes.
limit. But I'm
Yes,
also
that's right.
I can handle 30-second question and answers because I've been training also. So
Uh-uh.
there's a difference, man, between interview questions,
Yes.
answering in interviews and in the pageant stage because it's just 30 seconds.
That's right. During the interviews like this po kasi, we don't
Mm-mm.
give them time pressure so that they could
Yeah.
express more, they could express their ideas, relax,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? And of course, to
Yeah.
get to know them as well. Ayan. Para ma-expound siya. Ayan. Anyways, thank you so much, Reynante, for that
Yes, thank
feedback.
you.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
definitely noted. 'Di ba?
Noted.
Mm-mm. Okay, so when we return, guys, we'll be talking more about Chella's advocacy. So stay tuned, guys. All right, just after this short break. All right, we are back and we are still with Miss Universe Philippines 2021 candidate from MISAMIS Oriental, Chella Falconer. All right, so Chella,
Hi.
thank you once again, guys, for staying with us. And Chella, you've been mentioning about your
Mm-mm.
advocacy a while ago. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, my advocacy actually started when I started knowing that during the pandemic, a lot of young people go into depression, and also it has a touch of personal experience because I have someone dear to me who has gone through it as well, and he has gone into a destructive pattern because he cannot understand his thoughts, and like sometimes you can't help because no matter how much you try to help them, it has to be in a way that is of their point of view. And I've been having this advocacy because it's something very, very important to me, and I'm very passionate about it because a lot of people is going through it, especially during the pandemic where you can't go outside, you can't there's not much to do at home, and there are tips. My advocacy, by the way, is mental health, and as cliche as it sounds, since a lot of people say it to me that maybe you just have that advocacy for the pageant. Well, it's not really true because I've been having the advocacy since before, and it started having a real platform when I joined Miss Universe. So I actually thought about it way before the
Mm-mm.
pageant, but it is not that like what they say. It's not that applicable here in the Philippines because the Philippines is a happy nation, and there's not
Mm-mm.
much people who go through depression. That's why a lot of people think that it's not really real, that it's not true, that and they don't know how to deal about it, especially when a person goes to you and they tell you that I've been having these thoughts, and
Mm-mm.
I don't know what to do anymore. And some people, I don't know if like if you've been through it or gone through it, but a lot of them message me and tell me that the things that used to excite them before don't excite them anymore, and
Mm-mm.
they've lost. They want just to they just want to sleep all day, they don't want to go outside, they don't want to deal with people, or in short, they isolate themselves. And
That's right.
that is actually a sign of like you're going through something mentally.
Mm-mm.
And I believe that that is not something that should be laughed about. Like
Mm-mm.
whenever somebody in pageants joins and then they say mental, I mean, advocacy is mental health, and then a lot of people say that why does everyone have that advocacy? Maybe
Mm-mm.
because it isn't that talked about. Maybe because it isn't that understood. Like it's not much understood in our society. Like maybe
Mm-mm.
because we need to have a deeper understanding, or we need to delve deeper into it. And that's
Mm-mm.
why I started having the advocacy. I actually have a page where I share
Mm-mm.
quotes like every day, even though I can't, because I'm only human. I can't
Mm-mm.
do everything to know what to say to someone. Like, but there are people who can help, like the World Health Organization or like the DOH, and there are a lot of people that you can actually go to if you are having like these feelings or this, because I think every human at some point has gone through it. And
That's right.
especially during this time, like I've been saying, it's because of the pandemic, but it has become intensified because you can't go out, like you're only at home and you don't know. And some people are not book readers, like some
Mm-mm.
people, unlike me, when I'm at home I can just read a book all day and I'd be okay. But some people don't have that um, access, or don't have that luxury. So
Mm-mm.
it's also very, it's a sad thing, because like inequality has always been rooted in the very beginning. And I've had this advocacy, and I want to, if ever I win as Miss Universe, I would eventually want to work with organizations that
Mm-mm.
actually have more access than me, that will help me in and join me in the cause. Like right now, I what I've been doing is I've been sending messages,
Mm-mm.
with online messages, like talking in videos, send it to schools, especially kids, because it's very important for us to listen. Sometimes
Mm-mm.
it's more important to listen than it is to talk. Although
That's
I'm
right.
talking right now,
Mm-mm.
sometimes it's very important for us to listen to other people, because you don't have to say anything at all. You just
Mm-mm.
have to be there for them, and that's probably the reason why I have the advocacy, because my dad has schizophrenia, and he is actually in a very bad place right now, and that's something that I've wanted to help him with, but he would not accept my help, and it's very sad, and I think maybe some people go through it too,
Mm-mm.
and maybe I can share that experience with them, and they would eventually um, be inspired.
Understand.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they would understand.
Mm-mm.
Maybe that's the main reason why I have my advocacy.
Shalla, may I just ask if you have
Mhm.
already found a partner or thought of partnering it to any sectors?
Well, I have been reaching out to a
Mm-hmm.
psychiatric medical in Manila, but we
Mm-hmm.
have not confirmed it yet. We have not made a meeting yet. So maybe you know anyone. I'm very open
Oh.
to having meetings with
Mm-hmm.
future projects or future things that we can do about it.
Mm-mm. Well, as of the moment, I don't have any access
Mm-mm.
as well. However, I have a doctor. I have a friend who's a doctor. Perhaps I
Mm-mm.
could ask as well. Mm-mm.
Yeah, thank you.
Ayon. Ayun, you're welcome. So thank you so much for sharing all those interesting facts actually and your life with us. Um, Thank you for sharing what's basically behind that beauty that we see. All right.
Thank you.
So let's play the game.
Oh my gosh, is there still a game?
Yes, we still have another game.
Okay, what
And
game? Go.
so it's it's going to be a mystery box. Okay. Can you see
Mm-hmm.
that?
Wait.
Mm.
Yes.
So these are mystery box as well with I have six boxes here. So each of these box has a corresponding word or words.
Mm.
Diba? So it could also be in a form of fast talk that you can just pick a word or choose from the option, then just explain. Or it could be um, a word that's actually giving you, it's actually a topic that can, that you can also make a comment or give an opinion. All right?
Ooh.
Are we good with that? So I'll just
Wait. Oh
ask
my
you to
gosh.
choose three.
Three. Okay, wait.
So one after the other. Okay?
Oh, I'll go with one.
Number one. Are you sure?
Why is it a hard one? A hard question? Hmm.
Well, that depends. I'm not sure which what's actually behind this.
Tell me which is the simplest one. Let's cut to the chase. Okay, I'll go with one.
All right, so let's reveal number one. Same-sex marriage.
Ooh, same-sex
Um,
marriage.
your opinion.
My opinion about it.
Mm-hmm.
Since in the Philippines it's not really legal yet,
Mm-hmm.
and I am the type of person who really thinks that everyone is deserving of love, no matter
Mm-mm.
it's cliche as it sounds, but everyone deserves love no matter what race, what color, what sex, and what religion.
Mm-mm.
And if for like two gay couples, if marriage is the highest form, then that is the highest form that they can show their love with to one
Mm-hmm.
another, then who am I to judge?
Wow, that's very Pope Francis. Diba? Who am I to
Yeah,
judge? I
exactly.
love
Who am
that.
I to
Mhm.
judge?
I love that. That's very Pope Francis. All right, next pick.
Mm, five.
Number five. Who? Are you sure?
My gosh, you're giving me a hard time, huh? Yes, I'm sure.
Annulment or divorce?
Uh, in the Philippines, it has been debated that we should have divorce or not. But I
Mm-mm.
actually agree more with divorce because a lot of marriages actually are not something born of love, or like in the long run they know that they're not compatible with another anymore, and you know
Mm-hmm.
how destructive that is with two people who are in the marriage but no longer love each other. And
Mm-hmm.
also the second one is when either one is abusive. For example, if the wife is
Mm-mm.
abused, then she should be given the chance to be divorced. And
Mm-mm.
it's not really a call of having the sanctity of marriage. It's
Mm-mm.
really a call for what is the human thing to do, or what is the most caring thing to do for another person. And I think that it should be divorce.
Okay. So just one last.
One last. Sige, lahatin na natin.
One last na lang.
Okay,
Hmm.
I picked three already, so four.
Number four. Textbooks or ebooks? O, di ba? Ang dali.
Oh my gosh, of course, textbooks.
Di ba? Ayan. I just love the sense of textbooks. So, I can't
I
really...
love the smell of books. Like,
Yeah.
it's my kind of drug.
Yeah. I can't
Like,
trade it to anyone. To anything, rather.
yeah, the smell of
Mm-hmm.
books.
Yes.
My gosh,
Uh,
it's just amazing.
all
Like the
right.
smell of rain. Patapos na tayo?
Yes, of course. So,
Oh,
so that's it. Thank you so much, diba? Thank you
thank
for
you.
playing with me rather. Okay, and I
Yes,
hope that you enjoyed the session, the live session.
I
It was
did.
just very short, but as much as I
Mm-mm.
really want to ano ba tawag doon? To extend this, yeah, as much as I really
Yeah.
want to extend this, but you still have another live to
Mm-mm.
prepare for, okay?
Can
So,
okay.
mhm.
Can I? Can I thank my
Yeah,
makeup artist
absolutely.
and
That's absolutely what I'm asking you to give
oh,
message to anyone you would like to address with, of course.
mm-mm,
Promote your projects, your
mm-mm.
social media platforms, your business, anything. Mm.
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank Miss Regina Elga Gerlock for my makeup. She has a
Mhm.
page. You can follow her there. And also Ate Amor for Amoriana
Mhm.
Apag for my hair today. Actually, very short notice lang lahat. And
Mhm.
also, I want to thank, of course, the province of Misamis Oriental for supporting me throughout this journey to Attorney Jeffrey, the tourism officer, and to my team also, to my stylist, Sir Junil Turing, and also Sir Lee. Also, everyone who has supported me sa Tanan Misamis
Mhm.
Yons, and also the people from Camille. And I want to thank most of all my family, my
Mhm.
sister Olivia, and my siblings. I love them very much. And sino pa ba? Baka ano yung iba ha? Wait lang, I'm thinking. Sige, sige. But whoever, thank you so much for being with me on this journey. To
Mhm.
everyone who has supported me, to all the photographers and the people I've worked with before, and everyone who has been an instrument in this journey. Thank you very much. Also, you can vote for me if it's not a hassle to your time. You can vote with Samus Oriental, Chella Grace Falconer. Oh, also my Auntie Nining. Yes, my aunt. I love my aunts.
Mhm.
Both of them are very supportive also. I would like to also say that I'm very thankful and very emotional because with all the support I'm receiving, I'm so overwhelmed. You can you can support me by also voting for me on the Miss Universe Philippine
App.
app. You can download that and you will see there's 75 girls, and later on will be cut down to 30, and pray that I will make it to the top
Mhm.
30. Help me make it by voting for me, Miss Samis Oriental. Also, our casting video challenge is out, so you can
Mhm.
vote for me. You can you just click the video, and then the star icon will show that you have voted. So,
Mhm.
what else? Follow me also on Instagram. My
Mhm.
handle name there is I am Chella Falconer,
Mhm.
and on Facebook it's Chella Grace Falconer. So,
Ayan.
daghang salamat sa inyong tanan sa pagpaminaw.
Ayun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Chella,
also, Sir Frank.
for thank you so much for accepting our invitation and for giving us some time to to grace our live session as well, even just this afternoon. And we are very much honored once again. Thank you to Miss Universe organizations as well, Miss Universe Philippines organizations, for allowing this to make it happen. All right, especially to
Yes.
Sir Voltaire, Sir Derek, Sir Jonas,
Mm-mm.
and of course Miss Shamsi Subsub.
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right. And what else? And so later, guys, we still have a special episode with a Q&A mentor from Cebu with Mr. of Filipinas candidate. So they will be our guests rather, for this evening at 8 p.m. So I'll see you guys at 8 p.m. So I hope you continue to support Pageant Mag Philippines. And if you are new to our Facebook page, please do follow and like our Facebook page as well. And our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification as well for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Misamis Oriental
Thank
Province,
you.
for your support as well. And thank you, Shella, and to your team. Thank you so
My
much once again.
pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, goodbye, everyone. God bless you and have a great afternoon. Bye
Bye bye.
bye. See you later, guys.